I think we're live. Let's check. Live. Is it live or is it members? Morning, Diane.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. You don't have your camera on. I can't see you.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Just checking all of our feeds to make sure everything's working right. Every now and then I change the way I do it, make it happen, and then it's like, oh, is it working? So today, we had really cold and really snowy, and now today it's foggy and warm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like we...
Minus 14 this morning.
Which one I like better? Strangely, I think I would prefer minus 14 to slush and fog.
Oh,
Does that sound crazy?
well,
Well,
I'm not sure. Depends on what you have to do with the day.
depends if you have to go outside. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm pretty sure our other... Oh, there she is. As we say, I'm pretty sure the other Diane... There she is. Good morning, Colin. And the gang's all here. Good morning, Diane. She's not quite here yet. She's almost here. No, she's here. I keep turning you up because I think I had it down pretty low. I was teaching my webinar my group coaching program last night. So I always am shifting the dials. Shifting the dials. So, Diane in Montreal, what's your weather today?
Right now it's okay, but it's some messy weather coming. Oh, God. Freezing rain for tonight till tomorrow morning. And then the same kind of weather on Thursday to Friday. 2 nights of freezing rain. I'm very anxious because that's always a scenario for some power outage and things like that. So
remember that ice storm?
About it.
It was ice storm that was like it was like 20 years ago or something longer. My parents didn't have power for a week. So
the big one.
The big one, yeah.
We had about a week or a week and a half, but I have an aunt who was in the area where everything broke down, and she was out of electricity for 2 months. She came living with me for a month.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So our system is more fragile than we think. So let's send it some love. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Today it's foggy here. I'm sure Colin is going to let us know what's going to go on. So, but listen, I know you don't like the weather right now, but let me check. 55 days until spring.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember when it was over 100?
I'm okay with spring, but the problem is we have at least 2-3 days of that kind of weather every year, and that's
I guess a bit sketchy.
Or anything else than freezing rain.
Mm-hmm. The at least in Buffalo they had so much snow that they had to get volunteers to come and help shovel out the football stadium.
Yeah. Well, at least if there's too much snow and there's no power outage, I'm fine with that. I'll shovel it anytime.
Good morning, Joy. We have Joy and Colin.
Yay!
Yay! The gang is all here. Where's Steve? Did
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't know.
that today
know.
is National Compliment Day?
Oh,
You look
you
marvelous.
have, yeah. Nice.
So today, just tell people the good things that you see. Well, you should do that anyway, right?
Oh, good.
It's also Just Do It Day. Just do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Yeah. Pick up something and do it.
Do it. You know, well, I think about, like, it made me think about the New Year's resolutions people make, because by this time of January, most people have abandoned whatever they had planned to do, right? They've just like,
They say that.
oh, I was, it's too hard, or whatever their excuse is. But they've given up on it already. So now it's like, just do it. Just go back to it. Don't give up. If it's what you want, it's not what you want,
True.
then let it go.
Yeah, they should analyze if you want it really.
Now, for your made up food holiday, it's National Lobster Thermidor Day.
Oh, that's probably not in our budget today.
Yeah. And I don't know, is that, well, here's one for you. It's National Peanut Butter Day.
Oh, that I can tell.
That we can do.
That is my day with chocolate. Those, it's my life.
I have to tell you, I was at a little coffee shop 2 weeks ago, and I had a bagel, and it had a little bit of butter, it had peanut butter, and they put fresh blueberries into the peanut butter, and a little sprinkle. There's a little bit of honey in the peanut butter, and a little sprinkle of cinnamon.
Oh,
That
divine.
sounds great.
It was really good. It was like,
I would love it.
so it's not blueberry season, but you could probably find some California blueberries somewhere, maybe. Right?
Huh.
Let me go check all this. Check all this.
Oh, peanut butter.
Peanut butter,
Every day.
I love
Every day
peanut.
for me.
I like peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
What are we just going to do today?
A
deer.
A deer. A deer, a female deer.
My dear.
Deer. Look, I'm still learning to write clearly with my right hand.
Wow.
Not too bad. I get my first physio appointment today.
Oh, wow.
We'll see if we can get it moving.
Yeah.
Right?
Today I'll go for the Warrior 2.
Warrior 2. Wow.
Yeah. Been a while.
It has been a while. I don't even think I did that yesterday. No, there was no Warrior 2 yesterday.
Yeah. Something new.
Something new.
And old at the same time.
It's old, something new.
Something borrowed, something good. No, that's not the correct place. We're not planning a wedding.
We're not planning a wedding. Oh, well. Colin and Joy. What do you want? Oh, here we go.
Colin.
Back fist butterfly.
Oh, a little
Oh, yeah.
butterfly.
Haven't done that in a while either.
Butterfly.
Back fist butterfly. I'm going to have to draw a picture of a butterfly. There. I actually draw better with my right hand than right.
Is there a move called something like dragonfly or something like
Dragonfly touches the water.
that one?
That would be good.
That would be nice. If you remember.
Yes, and Joy's asking for a pigeon. Pigeon. Dragonfly.
Mm.
It's funny that I can actually draw better with my right hand than I can write.
Oh, that's so cute.
Strange.
Oh.
It'll be great when you have both hands again.
I know. I'll be able to draw two things at the same time.
Yeah, they do.
There's an artist he might be in Iqaluit. My friend Scott told me about it, where he's up north. He paints like a landscape with both hands at the same time.
Like a mirror thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds very cool.
Mm.
Well, shall we get to it?
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Ready.
let's do it. I will mute. Checkity check. I'll put my, oh, I didn't write it very big. Well, I'll be able to see. I'll remember, maybe. Some music would be handy. You know, I had everything ready, but my iPod, everything but my iPod. Okay, guys, just go over here. There we go. I think it's like when you go to Zoom to open your meeting and it decides to update. So come on. Here we go. Okay, we're ready now. Okay, let's do it. Stand or sit as you wish, but put your feet underneath you and spread out your toes. And take a breath and stretch out your arms and give your fingers a wiggle. Ooh, yeah. And then relax. Ah. So you know the rules. There's only 2 rules. The first rule is to breathe. So let your arms float. Feel tall while you're breathing in. And then you just let all that tension go with your exhale. Now, you can breathe more than I say, but just make sure you breathe. Palms up, float them up, gather it. Second rule, don't do anything that hurts. Relax your shoulders, sink it down, at least not on purpose, you know. Breathe in. As you know, get to know how your body moves. If it hurts and it's going to cause you injury, just do something better for you. Sink the chi, maybe. One more time. Breathe in. Gather in all this love. Relax it down. And if you're not there, take your feet just hip width, shoulder width, not too wide, not too narrow. Open the door. And just relax. Yeah. Breathe in, drift it up. And you melt it down like the snow today. One more time. Breathe in. And sink. Yeah, go up high. Stretch up high. Feel your legs get long and your spine get long. Your shoulders don't have to stretch. And then open your fingers, arch your back, bend your knees a little bit. Feel that front body opening. And then tuck into a little ball. Bring your hands down the back of your legs, over your feet, maybe, and then sweep and lift. Feel tall. So this is your cow spine where you open and stretch your back out, your chest out a little bit. And then you tuck into a little ball, nose towards navel. Stretch out your back. Slide your hands. Tuck your tail. Sweet. Let's do one more. Whew. Open and stretch. Make it feel nice to move your spine. Yeah. Curl into a little ball, nose to navel. Slide the hands down. Curl, curl, curl. And breathe. Float up. Shoulders relax. Let's go for the deer. So, all movements come from your center. They all start at the spine. Pretty much, yeah. So, I didn't think about that. So, getting your spine gently moving, pop out your antlers, float that foot out, lunge forward, get tall. Getting your spine gently moving in the morning, turn and look behind you. It's good for you. Breathe in, float up. Let your weight sink into that back leg, and then float back. Go to your chi hula. Relax. Float. You're lighter than air, right? Right here, middle fingers fold in. Stretch out those antlers. Lunge into that front foot. Both legs solid as you turn, turn, turn. So look, how far back can you look? back. Breathe in, float up. Sink. Let's do it again. I always feel like one's just not enough. It's like cookies. One's just not enough. Float. Over here. Pop at your antlers. Stretch out your fingers. Float that foot out. Back heel is down and strong as you turn that top pinky back, back, back it goes. And then breathe in, lift. Melt. When you're ready, you float back. One more time so we're evened out a little bit. Peanut butter cookies are good too for peanut butter day, by the way. Speaking of cookies, pop out your antlers. Float that foot out. Lift up through your belly and turn. How far can you lift and not hurt anything? And then breathe in, drift up. Feet side by each. Snow angels. Let your arms float up. Shoulders melt down. Stretch up tall, tall, tall. Straighten your halo and melt down. Open the door. Breathe in. And sink. Float up and drift open. This hand scoops under. Just toss yourself a little frisbee. Palm is up if you can. And float. Drift. So we're just parting our wild manes first thing in the morning. A little top. Our dragonfly is going to touch the water. So as you toss your frisbee, you forget to let go and you drift forward. Make sword fingers and just touch the water. And then you roll back. You grab onto your moon. You toss your frisbee. You float, 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 float forward. 2 sword fingers. The other 2 fingers are at the wrist. And you just pretend you're holding a sword. And you just touch the water gently. Last one like this. So you toss. Get ready. Float forward. Touch the water. And then go up. Over. Turn, turn, turn. All the way around. Grab onto the moon over here. Just toss a frisbee, regular style. Lighter than air, you're breathing. And you're floating. Drift. Now, we're going to forget to let go of the frisbee. And it's going to pull us forward. So you toss. The other hand makes 2 sword fingers. The other 2 fingers are at the wrist. You just touch the water. Roll it back. So you imagine your fingers are like the lightsabers. 2 fingers, and it can touch the water. One more time. Roll back. Toss your frisbee. Drift it forward. Take your time. Sword fingers. Touch the water. And then take off over the top. Turn, turn, turn. All the way around. Grab onto your moon. Toss me a frisbee. Toss. Now here comes our little butterfly. So make a loose fist on the bottom. Press down. Elbow comes out to the back fist. And then you open it. So you roll back. Press down. Let your elbow sneak out. Whack them. Whack them. And then open it up. One more time. With love. It's tough love. An elbow strike, a fist strike, and then you open. Toss one frisbee, just a regular one. Toss. This hand scoops under. Swirl and twirl. Turn, 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 all the way around. One frisbee toss. Drifts out. You get yourself exactly where you want to be. This hand pushes down. Elbow strike, fist strike, and then open. So you're striking with a butterfly. So your fist, your elbow, and then your fist, you let the butterfly go. It's a tough love butterfly. One more time. Bang, bang, open. And then just a regular crack the wild name. Toss. This hand scoops under. Swirl and twirl. Come to the front. Hug the big tree. Relax. Sink. Lift two bubbles up to the side while I check my list. Turn the hands over. Stroke your fingers through the air. Yes. Lift. Gather in. Exhale. Lift up and drift open. This hand's going to drift across. You're going to grab onto a big puffy cloud of fog, and you're going to drift across the sky. Dancing with the clouds, or wave hands like clouds. Change partners. How light are your arms as you float? Breathing and drifting. Come all the way across. Maybe a little step in, make a little hook, grab a little butterfly wing, step out with a high five. A couple of loops. Breathe in. How soft are your shoulders? Another loop. Float it up. And now stretch everything straight. Send that heel backwards. Send those toes that way. Stretch up tall, but face forward. And then just bend into your front knee. Let your shoulders drop. Sink. Stretch up tall. Squeeze your legs. Get tall. Drop your shoulders and melt. And maybe look over that forward hand. The warrior two, float up, is checking his targets. See. Now hold on right there for just a moment, just for fun. Bring this hand back and do a reverse warrior. Keep your front knee bent. Stretch. Straighten both legs. Strong legs. Windmill or bring your hands to your waist. To a triangle. A little bonus round for you, Diane. Bend that front knee. Scoop. Through to a reverse warrior. Side bend. Take that arm with you if you can. Straighten that leg. Keep your abs turned on. Windmill into a little tiny, teeny, tiny triangle. And then one more. Scoop. That front knee bends, and you keep that front knee bent as you sink into that sun warrior, reverse warrior, looking up maybe. Straighten both legs. Squeeze that butt. One more triangle, just cause. Just cause. That bottom arm is going to scoop up. This hand is going to come across. And you're going to grab onto a cloud right here. You're going to drift across the sky. Switch in the corner. And holy moly, right? Yeah. Keep breathing. Now, if you started holding your breath, go back to breathing, maybe a couple big old sighs. No breath holding. Over here, make a little hook. Step out and give yourself a single whip. High five. Couple of loops. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe in. Now there's no surprises. You know what we're going to do. I'm always surprised. So breathe in. You're not the only one. High five. Swing that heel back. Those toes that way. Stretch up tall so you're pointing forward even though your feet are pointing that way. And then you just bend into that front knee. Shoulders sink. Make sure your knee stays over your ankle. Squeeze your glutes. Lift. Drop your shoulders. Release your neck. And let yourself float. Maybe you can look forward. Technically, your hands are face down, but face up. Your shoulders tend to relax more, so try it. Sink down. Warrior two. Lengthening. Squeezing the butt. And now, side bend. Don't bend. Don't straighten that front knee if you can. And then straighten your front knee. And then windmill. The hips go that way into a triangle. You have a moment there. And then you bend your knee. Scoop through to your sun warrior. Looking up if you want. Straighten both legs. Strong legs. Swirl and twirl to a triangle. Who would have thought triangles had swirls? And bend that front knee. Scoop. I can swirl anywhere. Side bend. Sun warrior. Squeeze that bum. Lift. Straight legs. One more triangle. Over you go. Yes. Now bend that front knee. Scoop it up. Point your toes forward. Hands gather up some chi. Sink it down. Scoot your feet in. Aha. Angel wings. Float up to the side. Elbows halfway. Stretch up tall. Down through the center. Relax. I got you, Joy. Don't worry. Breathe in. And sink. Float up and drift open. Now that we've stretched out a little bit, sink to the side. We're going to sink to that side. We're going to spread our wings. Tap this toe and open up your wings. Take a breath and take a bow. So stretch your toes forward, stretch your tail feathers back. Woo! Hello, hamstrings. Breathe in, float up. This hand scoops under. Gather it up. Open up your wings. Now, if you feel it more in your back, you can keep your hands down, right? Like at your waist as you fold knee at the sea bottom. Find a way that your back is happy. Yeah? Scoop it under. Switch sides. Land. Take a breath. Take a bow. Stretch it out. Reach those tail feathers back. Bring up some good chi love. Press it into this leg and have your pigeon float. And then sink. Oh, that's a rooster. Now you're pigeon. Float up. All these birds. Find something to hold on to if you're going to fall over. Flex your foot. Let your knee fall open. Turn your sit bones back like you're going to sit in a chair. And relax through your hip if you can. Find all that good butt flesh we were just contracting and let it soften. And then float out. A great kick. Drift down. Switch sides. Give your foot a shake if you need. Take a breath. Needle at the sea bottom. Yay! Bring some good chi love up with you. A rooster stands on one leg. I guess all birds do in this world. And then our pigeon comes into play. So float your foot up. Flex that ankle above the knee. Let this knee drop towards the floor as you stick your butt out in the back. You can hold on to your leg. You can hold on to something invisible. You can just put your hands like, when will this be over? Whatever you need to do to allow that hip to relax, even a little bit. And then float up. A Karate Kid kick. Hug the big tree. Sigh. Breathe in, drift up. Scoop in all the good you can possibly imagine. Plus one. Sink. Buddha belly. Drift it up. Scoop your arms around even more. Infinity plus one. Float it up and give it a little heart kiss. Shoulders drop. Head a shake. Breathe in. Ribbons and bows. Make your little package. Make a diamond shape with your hands. Float it up to your heart and send your Care Bear stare out into the world, pressing through your fingers or your wrists or whatever you got. From your toes to your nose, send some love and love and love and love out into the world. You know what they said? All you need is love. Breathe in, float out. Gather it in, gather in some love for you. Sink. Cross the wrists. Lift up through the center. Make this big donut of energy around you. You get to be the donut hole. Who doesn't love a good donut hole? Cross. Lift. Forward, back, side to side. It's like you're at the beach and you're in one of those inner tubes. And then, just shoulder high. Drift up. Float apart. Sigh. One of your feet steps in. A little bow for my friend. And ta-da! Next week will be January 31st. If you can believe it. Because I can't believe it. Holy moly. Hi, Paul. Paul, you didn't get a request in. Did I do everything? Here we're two. I did everything. Look at that.
Yay!
Yay. Yay.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. So yes, next week will be our last official quick slow flow day.
Yeah.
It's like, so as my tattoo says, the beginning, the end is the beginning. So this phase, this chapter, I feel like I've been doing it like 10 years. You know how long I've been doing it?
I don't know. Maybe
I I could probably tell you. I've been doing it a long, long time.
Yeah.
Whoa. But
Time goes by.
time does go fast. If I go back to those early ones, I like, oh my God, seriously? But
Beginners.
yes. I can tell you when I started because Facebook knows everything that I do. Right? So,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing it. Like, it's kind of like my podcast. So my podcast, at one point, I was doing twice a week, where I was interviewing somebody and I was doing my own podcast. And I came to the point where I said, oh my gosh, this is a lot. So I'm doing the interviews, and when I feel like something inspiring, then I'll go do one of my personal, just me podcasts, right? So it's not like it's gone. It's just not regularly scheduled. So if I look at this, February 2015 was when I took my training. So I've probably been doing it 15. Okay, maybe it's only been 9 years. Well, you know.
Oh, almost 10.
That's quite a bit.
It is quite a bit. But next week, we get to do all of your favorites, because I'm going to make it a longer than 15 minutes so that we can fit in everything.
Okay.
And of course, excuse me, of course, the videos are still all up on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I think if you Google my name, and quick slow flow, maybe that's how you find it. But all of the video, when we first started doing it, we did it on Meerkat, and those weren't recorded. But a lot of the older, like as many as I had, are all up there. So you can always go up and find old ones, right? And you can always come and join me in the full length class. I do it on Tuesdays and Fridays, and those are all recorded too. I'm like a movie star. I've got videos everywhere. I've got videos everywhere.
History.
Right?
History is made.
There's at some point it's going to be like one of those, the retrospective of Heather. It's like, here is she when she first started doing this video, and then look at this video, and that'll be my biographer will be looking for those.
Right.
So, whatever your weather is today, stay warm, stay dry, stay healthy. The colds, all those respiratory things are just making their way through people. So stay healthy, because you don't want to be getting sick, right? That's the last thing you want. And I'll see you next week. Oh, wait. Do something every day.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on, Diane. Jeez. That makes you happy. Find someone to hug. And keep flowing, my friends. There's lots of flow in the world. So you keep your flow going. Right?
thank you.
Hearts for my friends. I will see you next week.
Love you.
Take care.
Bye.
Friends over here on the socials. You keep taking care of yourselves too. We'll see you next week.